She's there. What now?
There is something I must return. The will that was once the dignity. There is something. The will, the dignity.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we had to do this to get it to work. I want to have a look at this. Melania's Great Rune. Devoid of any benefit. Seek the isolated divine tower which stands beyond the lost Great Bridge. Isolated divine tower. Let me power this rune up first. I'm hesitant to look it up in case it's a new area, like a different area. Okay. Isolated divine tower. How the hell did we get there again? Gonna head back to the capital. I'm pretty sure it's the one you get to through the divine bridge, but for some reason my sites of grace are gone. So I want to go back there again. I'd like to go back into this round table hold again and see if things are a little different. So we're getting very close now. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's literally just the final bosses of the game left now. Melania was like the most difficult optional boss. I'd love to come back and try to do a no-summon Melania someday, but we'll see. Honestly, to do a no-summon run, I'd probably have to find some kind of... Like I mentioned, some kind of crazy spell or a special move that really just takes her out, no matter where she is. I thought the Thunderbolt would be a nice little trick to use, but she can evade that quite often. It really is very deserted nowadays. But that's where I'd like to go. So I'm hoping it's just going to require one more session. I did hear the final boss is also very difficult, but a lot of people have said like Melania is more difficult, so we'll just have to see. Still this bit here that I don't know how to reach at this stage. It's been a while. Okay, to get to where I want to go, I likely need to climb the tree again, like down the route. So let's do that. One of the reasons I want to do it is, of course, to gain a little bit more Melania lore. I think Melania is one of the more interesting characters in the story. In terms of, like... Oh, shit. In terms of, like, her... She's a goddess of rot, I mean, come on. And the war that she went to with Radahn. Two of the heaviest hitters in the entire game. That item is still up there, by the way. I need to have another look at all of this stuff. There is a part of this that I haven't accessed yet, clearly. I'm hoping at this stage that other than maybe some NPC quest lines, some NPCs I never met, or whose quest lines I didn't finish, like Alexander I didn't find in the Haley Tree area, for example. Other than stuff like that, I think, and well, endings, I think I should have everything needed to get a Platinum Trophy eventually. I ain't going to put 140 hours into a game like this, where getting a Platinum Trophy is so much about just exploration and fighting, that I'm not going to get the Platinum. It'll basically be the first one I've gotten since maybe like... I'm thinking after the Final Fantasy X LP I might have got an MGS3 Platinum, but I'm not sure what kind of order it all happened in, so I couldn't say. I think that bit is really, like, sealed. But they can't tell you to go to that tower if this bit is all sealed. That doesn't make sense. So I'm missing something here. But, what is the way? Maybe I've got to climb the dragon again, honestly. There might be a way up. Yeah, I have a feeling it might be related to that. So we'll go up this shallow incline first, see if it takes us anywhere. I think it does. Yeah. Could I have just come here anyway? I think I could have. But it's a start. We're going to rediscover more of the capital. Wondering if all the interior enemies are still around. Doesn't seem like it so far. Nope. Yeah, this is the path I was looking for. It is kind of eerie that this entire place is so deserted now. But I think I prefer it this way. Just looking for sites of grace as well, just in case. Okay, that could be a weapon. Oh god. Is one of these guys just chilling here? What? What? This hit it. This guy's gonna clip like a motherfucker. Clearly. Clipping for fun. But at least I can get some hits in on him like this as well. I don't really care at this stage. We basically have the final boss left to defeat. So we ain't gonna waste time on these scrubs. We don't want no scrubs. Might have to switch to the bolt here. Just have to make sure we don't fall. Has a lot of HP still. But I'm happy to try and grind it down. I do have 480,000 runes too, I'd rather not lose. Okay, should need like 2 more tops. Right, buddy. So that's what was lumbering around here. And what was he guarding? Nice. I think I used it on the geyser wheel, so it was nice to have another one. It's funny how quiet it is in that one random. I guess all the human-based enemies are gone now. Oh, we can't go up through it. Okay. Such a weird vibe in here now. I really do wonder what kind of restoration us becoming an Elden Lord can give to this place. Okay, it's the same one that was here before. Right, this might be it. Is there really no Sight of Grace around here? I don't know. There might be one inside the round table. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do... There's the return tower, right? Where is the return tower? I'm literally just going to go there. Tower of Return. That's what we're going to do. Because I know I need to get to the Divine Bridge. I've been struggling to navigate that bit, so screw it. The Weeping Peninsula is a place I really didn't think I'd come back to unless there was an NPC quest to do with it. But here we are. I wonder if one of these minor ones is going to end up growing to become the next tree. Like, legit one in its place. I'll probably leave the final boss battles for the next session. Right, let's go. It's not a trap if you already know what it is. Okay. So we don't get a Sight of Grace or anymore? No, we do. We can just reactivate it now. Maybe there's a new fire giant. Is there? Yeah, okay. Maybe it's a souped up version of the previous. So we're having to kind of rebuild the stuff here. Okay, just wanted to make sure there wasn't an extra conversation. Also, I think this lever now works, yeah, so we can take the elevator down, I believe. Or maybe not. Yeah. Doesn't even give me a prompt to pull it. So, I'm just trying to remember, there was a second teleport that took me to the inside of there somewhere. I forget what it was, but for now let's focus on the Divine Tower. I'm hoping this is the Divine Tower. I think it's the same power level as the previous one. Oh. I kind of forgot about that. Oh, for a second I thought that was a bug. 491,000 runes. Wow. Again, at this stage, there's only the final boss. I don't care that much about runes, but I'd rather not lose 500,000 of them. But I fell... Okay. I was going to say, I fell in such a shit location that maybe it kind of staggered the fall. Right, let's go. Let's go, big boy, one last time. Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, I underestimated this guy. They've made him deliberately harder. I'm fat rolling again. I didn't really realise, but look at the damage. Wow. Got no stamina left. Too many, man. gonna fall off the edge again. I can't even see his health bar at this stage. Oh. That's enough for you. Cool. Cool. There is still the really annoying one in Red Main where the painting is, but from what I know, it's not related to... Yeah, nice one. I'm in the right place. It's not related to any trophies, so... Let's go. Wow, this took ages. Right, I can reactivate this at last as well. Nice. Just having a look at this place. That's the... yeah, that's... okay. I still wonder if there's some where we can meet Garank again, if anywhere. Maybe I should go to the Prince of Death's place again. Right, Melania's Great Rune. Let's have a look at this. Attacks recover HP after damage is taken. Nice. A Great Rune of the Shard Bearer Melania. The blessing of this half-rotted rune reduces the healing power, of a flask of crimson tears, and yet, due to the infusion of Melania's spirit of resistance, attacks made immediately after receiving damage will partially recover HP. Melania is daughter to Queen Marika and Radagon. Her great rune should have been the most sacred of all. So Radagon is clearly where that pair comes from. But how many do we have? We have 7 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7. Alright. Again, I'm honestly pretty happy with the damage I'm doing. If I go increase faith again, I get a +7 in damage. It's not even that much. +7 and a +9 on that one. I don't really think it's worth it for +7. I'd rather just give myself more mind points. Okay, back on my bullshit with this look. Razor Dex, why not? Now then. With that great rune done as well, is there anything left for me? I don't think so. I'm gonna head towards here. Not here. Elden Throne. And I think I'm going to set into motion at least the final event. I don't know if it's going to be just like a boss battle finish, or we're going to go to another underground area. We're going to find out. The end really is nigh, and basically I've been thinking about how to tackle the literal finale of the game. The reason I'm thinking about it is because if I go in and I beat the boss in there and I trigger off an ending, then I have like a few more loose ends to tie up, because I obviously want to try to get the Platinum Trophy in this run. And so if I kind of do that, then we're going to have these sort of almost post-game episodes. And I feel like it might be better structured if I basically do everything I need to do, and then I leave the endings to the end, instead of get an ending, then do some more loose ends, fight a random like hidden boss I haven't seen, do all of this crap, and then try to get to the ending. So I think it's better if I try to literally just complete everything I want to complete, and so when I go into the ending, that really will be it. And once I'm done with the endings, I won't be thinking about, okay, I still have X, Y, and Z to do with the game, and let's go back and let's do some more and all that kind of stuff. So that's generally where I'm at. And so again, it's going to be a mix of me trying to figure out a few more things that I have left to do, and basically just seeing how that's going to work. Now, to start with, I want to head back to Millicent one more time. Millicent's one of the major like ongoing things I have left. And I'm going to let you guys know, I mean, I've been asking about this with a couple of friends, like why is nothing happening with Millicent? And the game does this sometimes, and it's definitely something I'm not that big a fan of, where NPCs don't acknowledge what's happened in the game, even when it's a major event. So it happened a fair bit with Gideon, where he's talking about stuff, and we either kill someone really important, or we find someone really important, and he just keeps going, what do you want? Like with her, she's been talking about Melania, and I need to give her something, and blah blah. We've slain Melania, and, well, I mean, our character's mute. You could say, well, they haven't talked about it, but I mean, in this game, everyone knows what's up with these kind of things. And she's still like...
There is something I must return to Melania, the will that was once her dignity.
So, at this stage, you're at a dead end, because you're like, well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, there's something I must return, her will, her dignity, blah, blah. I mean, what does that have to do with anything that's going on right now? We've killed Melania already. Melania didn't really drop an item, so if Melania dropped an item and we gave it to Millicent, then we could say, like, well, maybe the thing you want to give to her, she's already got this, so you can't do that, or something. She's not saying, like, the thing I'm looking for is here, you need to get me this item, or anything like that. So at this stage, how on earth are you supposed to know what you're supposed to get here? I don't really know. I mean, the fact that this flower appeared made me think that it's something related to this, as in, like, I can get something from this flower, or like attack the flower or something, but I'm pretty certain you can't do anything to it. So that's why I was asking my friends, because I was like, I don't get this, so this is something I'm going to have to look up. And what I was told was that there's another ulcerated tree spirit, which again, I'm just like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? You have to slay this ulcerated tree spirit, I believe. And when you do that, then Millicent will appear there instead. So, again, I would not have realized that that's what you have to do, but apparently that's what you have to do. So that's the first thing we're going to check here. I mean, it's Haedig tree, so it might be a very tough ulcerated tree spirit. I could die. The last few I've met, I've been fine in general. I mean, they were horrible at the start of the game, but I've generally got better at fighting them. But, yeah, it's a new sesh. It's gonna take a little getting used to. It's the Haedig tree area, so you can't rush this area. You guys have seen that. You have to be careful. The reason I got kind of stuck was because I remember him saying that there's a little balcony with one of those cockroach thingies, and you basically like, and you have to like go off the balcony somewhere. There's like a log that you jump onto, and I didn't really see it, so I was like, wait a minute, is this the right place? And in that hesitation, I got wrecked. I need to take that roach out to start, just so I can get a proper look outside. Shit here is unforgiving, even at basically like max level. I think once you get to around 150, I'd call that pretty much stats maxed. If you've got like weapons that are fully powered up and stuff as well, it's pretty close to max stats. Okay, a non-boss variant can be found in Elfile, Brace of the Haedig Tree. It is hiding beneath the second Lake of Rot, past the second set of branches inside the inner walls. That's what it says. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I didn't realize, hold on. I think I get where it is now. it's on that bit over there. I need to head over to there. So, let me see if I can through this bit. I have a feeling this is going to be a horribly nasty one. This might take some attempts. Yeah, this is the one that we need. Honestly, at this stage, I've got the final boss to go, and I've fought so many of these arseholes. I might just summon. Ah, they don't allow a summon here. That's interesting. And of course, a lot of Scarlet Rot here too. I might get these again. Whoops, please. Right, let's go. Pretty sure it emerges once you get the item, but we'll see. Yep. Of course, it's going to clip through nastily. Such a spaz of a boss. It's an absolute spaz, it really is. Yeah. I hate this guy. I think it's another example of them putting in a really shitty area. I guess what we could try is being on a part that's like... oh no, not here. There's no Stake of Marika either, I think. Let's just see what happens if we stick to these bits. I think if you don't go in, it doesn't appear. So I could try and go in and get back out. Can't actually climb up here. Thank you, game. That was a mistake. Yeah, fuck this guy. We'll do our best to not fall in here. Oof. Just spamming the shit out of this. This is a narrow area to fight in. He could just, like, make me fall off, but I still think it's a safer choice. I just don't give a shit, man. Not against these guys. Ah. Come on, get back up here. Not done with you yet. Yeah, fuck this thing. Right, golden seed. Be summoned to assist Millicent. Did this appear previously? I don't think it did. Might as well get these back. Okay. I don't mind being summoned to assist her. Let's do it. We've still got a Vare's one, which is which requires online play. We'll do that too. Okay. Wow. These guys are hardy. I'm also not playing very well, which is not helping. Very evasive. Ah, that was so slow. I'm running out of stamina way too quickly in my old age. Let's make sure we're... I'm not going to mess around here. Let's just fuck stuff up. That was despite my wondrous physic kicking in when I was near death. Or maybe it completely bypassed it. I don't know. Yeah, everyone's just going to get it now. Of course, we have to make sure that Millicent doesn't die. Did Millicent fall? Alright, another one dead. We should be fine here. Nice. Millicent's sister defeated. Millicent's sisters defeated, returning to your world. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were just like, they were all sisters but not Millicent's, or they were hers too. Rotten winged sword insignia. Cool. So now hopefully we'll get a few more little answers about Millicent. Okay, I think she's here. Yeah. Is she wounded? Is she dead?
Oh. Hello. Thank you for lending your hand. Without your help, I could not have defeated that quartet. I feel as if I've been in your debt from beginning to end. Thank you. With your help, I was able to live as my own person. If only in passing. But this is where things end.
No.
I paused to even tell you, but I took out the needle myself.
Oh man.
Tell whoever put you up to this that if I am to flower into something other than myself, I would rather rot into nothingness as I am.
Wow.
Please, let me pass alone. The scarlet rot writhes now, worse than ever. Soon, I won't be more than a mound of flesh, curse-laden. Untouchable. I wouldn't want such a thing to bring you harm. Please, the scarlet soon, curse-laden. I wouldn't want...
She took the needle out herself. I thought, like, the needle is what she wanted to give Melania, I guess. Is that what it is? So we might have to bounce around between Melania and her just to see what's going to happen. Right, let's see if anything's changed here. Or maybe you have to just leave and come back to trigger events. Because of course, again, there's like an order to this stuff. If you didn't defeat the ulcerated tree spirit before you defeated Melania, then I guess maybe the order goes a bit out of whack. And it doesn't bypass that part. I don't know. So still nothing here. Can try one last time. So it's a bit of a it's a bit of a back and forth. I still don't think some of the quests have been designed quite as well as they should have been. One thing that at least, you know, among my friends, where we all have kind of different games that we love in general, but all of us really enjoyed Elden Ring. Like, it's an amazing game. At least I think me and one other friend, we're considering one of our favorites of all time. And another one, like, he absolutely loved it as well. I don't know if it's a favorite of all time, but he really, really loved it. all of us are saying, like, even though we're not Dark Souls players, based on what everyone's told me about Dark Souls and what I've seen, it feels like they've tried to design Elden Ring's quest with like a bit of a Dark Souls philosophy still, and maybe for Elden Ring's like open world style and like the way the game plays doesn't quite work as well, but I don't know. So this is the item, and Millicent is dead, unfortunately. I really liked her. Unalloyed gold needle. Intricately crafted needle of unalloyed gold, removed by Millicent from her flesh, bears no trace of befouled blood, but is faintly moist with dew. There is something I must return to Melania, the dignity, the sense of self that allowed her to resist the call of the Scarlet Rot. So this is like a way of, I guess, resurrecting or saving Melania. You can bring her back from the flower form, potentially. So it's something I'm not going to touch right now. I'm not sure if that sort of just straight up leads me to another ending for now. But at least now that I have that in my inventory, once I do get like the main ending that I've been going through with Radagon and the Elden Beast, I should be able to come back and use that item to recover an ending that I couldn't have got previously. That's what I believe the case is, but again, I'm resisting looking up the literal endings because I feel like I'm going to get spoiled on how they happen and what they entail and that kind of thing. So for now, I just know that that was an item I needed, and Millicent's quest was an important one. So that's one I can scratch off the list of things to clear up. Next, whoops, wrong button. I'm still thinking about what happened with Geraint. He was in the Bestial Sanctum. He disappeared. He said, "My sins, like from here on, they're mine to bear alone. I must face this alone," or whatever, and then he vanished. And clearly, I think the way it goes in this game is not that like he's vanished, he's gone, you won't ever find him again in the story. He's completely finished. I only had two thoughts as to where he could be. The first was where we fought Maliketh. That was like my first consideration. And then the second one was what was I going to say? Where we fought Maliketh and the Prince of Death's throne. So I'm going to check here. I mean, he's so related to death that maybe that's where he's gone to face his fate alone. Yeah. This place, I'm surprised still there isn't a bit more like to it. Okay, so I did look this one up just to be sure about Geraint after he vanished, just to make sure there wasn't any more to that quest. Now, it's funny, I was talking about like the design and the timing of certain events in Elden Ring and the way that they kind of seem independent of each other. And another great example is the fact that, of course, once Maliketh started as a battle, I was like, wait a minute, Beast Clergyman, he looks exactly the same as Geraint. Is it the case that there's more than one of these guys and they kind of, that's like their kind of almost uniform? It did seem a bit weird. And then, of course, after I beat Maliketh, I went to the Bestial Sanctum, and Geraint was there. So I was like, well, obviously it can't be the same person because I killed Maliketh, I took the Great Rune, so if Geraint is still appearing in the Bestial Sanctum, that doesn't make sense. And apparently it's one of these dumb things that the game does where they are the same person, but for some reason, even after Maliketh dies, if you haven't given Geraint the 9 runes yet, not 9 runes, 9 death roots yet, he's still there. So he's dead, but he's also still in the Bestial Sanctum. So that's why I couldn't connect it. I was like, they look the same, I think they're the same person, but there's 2 of them, so they can't be. But as I understand it, they are the same person. Maliketh and Geraint are the same. But depending on the order of events, so if you do get all 9 death roots first and give them all to Geraint, then I believe you get like an extra line or something before the Maliketh battle that kind of helps it all make sense. But depending on the order you do things, and well, in Elden Ring, due to the way the game is structured, there is way more likelihood that, especially on a blind run, you just explore and do things in whatever order they come to you. You can have a situation where Maliketh is dead, but Geraint, who is Maliketh, is still in the Bestial Sanctum and hasn't disappeared yet. So kind of stupid, but I needed that clarifying, so I had a look at it. So that's fine. Okay, so that's another one that's been resolved. Now that I'm in Farum Azula, I am going to have a look around here. Again, my friend told me that the boss is in a bit of a city place, and it's not the kind of place you can very easily stumble into. I made a decent effort to try and sort of navigate this area as best I could, and I think by and large I have most of the area. There is a bit of an empty space here where it might be, but I'm not really sure, so my guess is it's around this area, so we'll see.